thing to know how he plays.
He is one of the favorites to win the game, if not the favorite.
Yeah.
To win, I mean, the tournament, not the game. Sorry. Yeah, I mean this game too, but anyway. We've got trutacz at the top as the red Zerg, and CaStrO at the bottom as the green Zerg. CaStrO with the correct scouting against trutacz, giving him a slight advantage early on.
Now, I have to say that CaStrO, he, if I remember correctly, he lost against Nemu? I believe so. Yeah, he lost against Nemu in his tiebreakers.
Okay.
And I have to say that when I saw the game, I thought he was not too crisp. I think maybe probably because he hasn't been practicing as much. I mean, most people know that trutacz is very active. He streams a lot of games. He plays on Fish.
CaStrO is not active.
Yeah, CaStrO is not active. I mean, he might be a little bit active now, but he is not as active, definitely.
It's very sporadic. I mean, when he played seriously in like 2008, 2009, he won a lot of Zotac Cups.
Yeah.
Like a lot of Zotac Cups. But that's when he plays actively.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's been playing as actively now.
No.
So that should be the favorite here.
Yeah, and also because ZVZ is such a volatile matchup, as you mentioned, like PvP. One mistake and you're pretty much dead. And well, if you're not too active, unfortunately, that's just a nightmare.
Yeah, ZVZ a very unforgiving matchup and very reaction, very game sense dependent stuff that you basically suffer with if you go inactive.
Yeah.
So we got an overlord first from both players. So we're gonna see 12 pool or 12 Anch. Let's see here. Looks like 12 pool for trutacz and 12 hatch for CaStrO. Yeah. So this could be what CaStrO needs, this advantage here in the build order.
You know, I was talking, who was it? I think it was with Sale, the last cast that we were talking about that Day9 had some kind of a cast where he kind of tried to explain that there is no any actual advantage into going to one build or another, because the fact that, for example, you get the earlier gas gives you the opportunity to do something to at least get back economically and against somebody who goes something like a 12 hatch. So I'm not sure exactly how that works because I'm not a Zerg player, but I do know that I have won and lost games when I did play Zerg in many different situations, and even when I should be ahead, I wasn't, and when I should be, quite behind, I still won. So I'm not sure exactly how that works.
Yeah, I mean, basically almost every build has something that the other build doesn't have that you can try to use, so it's not a lost cause. But if we're keeping it real, then nobody wants to go 12 pool versus 12
yeah.
Hash. Like nobody with the map pack goes for that. Nobody, like nobody has that as his ideal situation. So
yeah,
it is a little bit
because what I was thinking is more I think what we can agree on is that you have the potential to equalize the situation as the player who gets the worse build order, but it's a narrow timing that you have to exploit, and it has to work. When on the other hand, by getting the build order advantage, you already have it.
Yeah, for free. You've already done it,
okay.
Basically. So the one thing that trutacz has here, because of the faster gas, is faster link speed. So maybe if you can try to use that, maybe that could be like the one thing that his build has over his opponent. But other than that, he's basically just a little bit behind. Although it's looking pretty even, but CaStrO does have a bigger bank though, of 100 minerals over trutacz.
One of the things that I always, I don't know if you probably remember Ariador or Randominator. He used to play ZVZ in a very unstandard way, like with Hydras, Lurkers, things like these. And,
like Satonic.
Yeah, and he used to make it work. What I'm really interested about is that, probably because there's not such a big active scene of players that you could experiment with this and see if you can pull it off as the Zerg player, but there are very few players that do this kind of style. Like, almost always we would see just Zerging Muta because everybody believes that it's just superior and it's just better to play that way. But wouldn't you think that it might be good for like a tournament like this to actually practice this kind of different style?
In the foreign, I don't know what to call it, the foreign metagame, like among the foreign players, you definitely can do it. And, it gives you the advantage of having a unique style that people don't know how to play against. At the Korean level, I don't know, I'm not at that level, but I would guess that you would be disadvantaged going for Hydra in ZVZ. But at the foreign level, it's definitely an option. Like, you can do unstandard stuff, like Corsair Reaver, you can do, like, SK Terran, like, there's a lot of stuff you can do in the foreign scene. if you do it well enough.
Okay, so
So,
at least I mean you definitely would have to practice it first anyway. So if
oh
you,
yeah, you gotta practice the kick 10,000 times.
yeah.
Of course. Then you gotta deliver it. So we got CaStrO sneaking in some drones here, and being ahead on food a little bit, probably because of the 12 match. So
yeah.
these drones, you know, could spell disaster for him if trutacz attacks, because trutacz is making pure link right now,
Yeah, but at
and
the
he's
same,
gonna go for it now.
I mean, as long as he can put a very good concave, he should be fine. He should have time to reap to keep
Oh,
setting his own.
CaStro's ahead on food, so this could be really bad for trutacz, having more drones and being ahead on food.
He's actually has more. I think he's got more Zerglings.
More
He's got
hits even. He's got
yeah.
more everything, man.
36
Well,
to
I think
31. So CaStro's ahead in
All right.
everything. Okay.
Yeah, it's looking hard for trutacz. He definitely has his work cut out for him here.
Well. Oh.
He's gonna try to nope, gonna pull back.
He's actually losing a lot of links there. Okay, now we're equalizing it a little bit.
Trutacz out microing CaStrO for now.
Yeah,
Look
but
at that.
at the same time,
Oh, there we go. CaStrO
yeah.
back.
Okay. Oh, that nice pull from CaStrO to the bottom to keep the concave.
Yeah. So CaStrO holds and is now getting Mutalisks with a superior economy
Yeah.
to trutacz. Also, while that was happening, trutacz did get some drones at his expansion and put on a sunken, trying to equalize the economy a bit.
Oof. I mean, it's 14 drones right now for trutacz, and it's 14 drones for CaStrO, so they're equal in drones. And the mutas are spawning out relatively similarly. Oh, we got 2 Scourge. Now, depending on the micro... I mean, CaStrO is ahead, but not really that much.
Yeah, he's got the Zergling advantage by now,
Yeah.
basically. The drone advantage has been neutralized.
Yeah.
So right now he just has the Zergling advantage, pretty much.
You know what? If CaStrO goes with everything, he should win right now, because with the link...
Oh, one thing to mention though is that the gas for trutacz is just now coming up,
Yeah,
but
the
CaStrO
natural
has
one.
second gas for a while.
So, I have to say that CaStrO, considering that, you know, he hasn't been that active lately, he's doing this pretty well. Although he has been really, like, mostly in his base, right? Not trying to be out on the map too much. Maybe to, you know...
Well, you know, he got the 12 match versus 12 pool.
Yeah.
When you're going 12 match, that's what you're hoping for. You're hoping for 12 pool, and he got it, so... It doesn't mean that he's won yet, but he's definitely in a good position. The Mutalisk coming up here, Scourge landing, 1
Ooh.
Scourge, 2 Scourge. Scourge coming in off CaStrO. And he's gonna have to... Oh my god, so many Scourge for landing!
Eating way too many Scourge.
So trutacz seemingly with a better
Basically,
micro in that fight.
A lot
Winning
better.
that, I think.
6 to 4 mutas, so yeah.
trutacz landing his Scourge while avoiding CaStrO Scourge.
And at the same time,
So-
there's like many mutas that are still damaged for CaStrO, so he can't really put any
Yeah.
pressure back.
Oh, and we see the Scourge coming in out, trying to snipe an egg. Like a
They
spawn
might
kill.
actually fly into
See if
the
they
other
can get-
Scourge and sacrifice a lot.
there we go.
Okay, just good one.
1 meter.
Because if you see that's a lot of Scourge from CaStrO, and if he doesn't have them on hold position, you can get
Oh,
like
yeah,
4
yeah.
or 5 for 1.
Yep. Because of the delayed damage, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a Muta, so that's good. We got CaStrO ahead on food by 6.
8 now, yeah, still ahead. That actually that
I-
really surprises me, because after the trade, I would presume that might probably be different.
Oh,
Whoa.
God, the Scourge are just so brutal. CaStrO needs to micro him down.
Yeah, and he's not even, because usually you keep moving the mutas, right, so that they don't
Yeah.
deaccelerate. And I think
Right.
trutacz is doing that, but CaStrO basically is stopping a lot of times, and he's
Yeah.
costing him a lot of mutas. Oh, but all these links, if he actually attacks with everything,
Yep. Gonna have a 2-pronged attack here, air and ground at the same time.
yeah,
Looks like.
and it's pretty
Oh, let's
smart.
play into the main to get the drones. Oh, trutacz just to react in time, pretty quickly. So that's good. Losing 1 drone.
2, 3,
trutacz trying to micro down the
and at the
Scourge. Now
natural,
you're
at
down.
the same time, the Zerg
Gonna
is actually
chase down
killing the
the
sunken.
Mutalisks.
So the natural can't
Yeah.
fall.
But all the Mutalisks for CaStrO died, so this looks pretty okay. trutacz has taken a beating, but he
Yeah.
does have the superior army. So if he counterattacks right now, like maybe he could go kill his opponents.
But trutacz
But
is
these
actually-
links are keeping him in his base, so I don't know.
But trutacz actually added a spore.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's
He's got
so
air
strange.
superiority. Should add a sunken, if anything.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe he was a misclick.
Maybe. So trutacz has the better army. He wants to counterattack, but he's having a hard time doing so because these are link counterattacks. It's backstabs.
You know what? It's 10 drones against 17, so
trutacz
has to attack now.
Needs to attack yesterday. or CaStrO's just gonna catch up. More Scourge landing. 2 of those 4 landed, so decent pick up there for trutacz.
I think trutacz doesn't really realize the situation that he's in.
I think he doesn't know that there are no links.
Yeah.
Okay, now there are links, but for a long time there weren't any links. And he could have actually attacked.
And he's going now when the links might actually get in and kill some drones, so...
Yeah, so... I guess this is the final attempt for trutacz here. It's a desperate attack.
Yeah, the anti-timing.
He's gonna eat the link backstab. But he does have air superiority here. He's got, you know, a stronger army if you factor in his micro.
Yep.
So
But...
he's gonna go for it now.
Okay, so the Muta fights... Oh, yeah,
Muta
really
fight and the Scourge coming in from behind.
not working for CaStrO.
Scourge landing decently. Some decent hits.
But the links
But
killing...
nothing links in the base.
Yep.
Yeah, killing the drones. Yeah, and that should be it. There's just no economy now.
Yep, that should be it. I gotta say that this was really strange. I expected trutacz to win this, but even for many moments it felt like, okay, trutacz should be able to take this game, even though he did take a beating here or there, but he had air superiority, he had better micro all the game, so...
Yeah, he equalized the 12 patch advantage with some good micro and winning some fights, but then the link backstabs, man.
Yeah.
And at that 2-pronged ground air attack, you know, did a lot of damage.
Oh well.
And then trutacz did counter immediately afterwards either.
Yeah.
Because he thought there were more links, but he couldn't know, of course, there weren't any.
But even if you think that, you counter with the mutas and you try to make maybe some links, like yourself, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, you know, that's a really good idea, actually. Yeah.
Because the gas difference is not going to be there by the time that you want to build it anyway, so...
Search and then attack.
Ugh.
So good. Yeah, I mean, this is the final battle, and it looks like.
I mean, it's gonna be a trade. I mean, one muta here or there.
Spire was actually taken down by backstab. Actually, anyway, GG.
Okay, so CaStrO takes game number 1, and is yeah.
trutacz is gonna have to really play solid and put his act together now.
because as you mentioned, ZVZ volatile, and you have to win 2 games in a row. So
yeah, so he's got to work it out for him, and hopefully he can avoid getting a 12 pool versus 12 match again.
You know, if I was CaStrO and I was playing this set, I would 6 pull now. I mean, I know.
I think it's pretty bad in CVZ. Seems like really easy to defend against. Seems like it only beats 12 match.
I mean, I would probably do a 6 pull and bring a drone as well, so that you put a sunken in their base. Like, I know it doesn't make much sense, but that's probably why I would try to pull it off, because
I don't think trutacz is gonna go for that because he's like, I'm trutacz. Damn it!
No, I mean CaStrO.
Or CaStrO, right? Okay. I see.
I mean, I know that basically because you're 1 game up, and you can say, okay, I got a pretty good game now.
I like the idea of going for like an all-in, but isn't like a 9-hatch speed Ling all-in better? If you're gonna go for that,
I don't know. I'm not a Zerg player, and ZVZ is very complicated as understanding for me. Even the distance between different maps makes a huge difference in ZVZ. So I don't have the experience to actually know that, but I do know that some players sometimes do something like 6 pull with even two drones, which basically makes it pretty much impossible to stop unless you go in 9 pull, because you don't have the economy to put the sunkens and make the Zerglings yourself that early. But I don't know. I would have to see that in a trutacz versus CaStrO game to know if that actually works or not.
I'd like to ask our good Zergs actually what they think about 6 pull sunken rushes or 4 pull sunken rushes, because they seem pretty weak to me. But I was never really good at ZVZ. I was a race picker, so.
Well, okay. All right. So let's see. Anyway, next map is going to be Aztec, and let's see how things go in there.